Whoa! I am God. What? I'm a god too? Christopher, I have the horns, therefore I am more superior.
How is that fair?
What?
Ah! The Time Variance Authority accuses thee of obstructing the sacred timeline. How do you plead?
Not guilty?
Really? We've done nothing wrong, really.
I believe them.
Oh, thanks. What a legend.
You're awesome, man. No problem.
Prune them. What does that mean? Ah!
What if I told you he made me do it? Ah!
Oh, brilliant! We're alive!
Christopher.
What?
Cease talking.
No.
Exterminate.
Marvel's new series sees Loki go on a timey-wimey adventure as he uncovers the secrets of the TVA. But from one sci-fi show to another, has Loki taken inspiration from Doctor Who's first finale?
Well, we're about to find out, and stay tuned because there's a lot of similarities. So watch at your own risk, as we will be getting into some big spoilers.
In Loki, the main location of the series is set in a futuristic organisation called the TVA, aka the Time Variance Authority. And throughout the series you start to wonder if this organisation is all it seems. And spoiler alert, it isn't.
Bad Wolf is set on a game station in the year 200-100, and guess what? The Doctor quickly suspects something shady is going on here too.
Loki is pretty much kidnapped by the TVA and is pretty clueless about what's going on, plus he's surprisingly a lot more morally driven than he usually is.
So Loki is more like Rose in this case, and later in the video you'll find out both characters share a similar scene.
Sylvie is a lot more mysterious and doesn't buy into the TVA one bit. In fact, she wants to find out what's really going on.
And that's exactly what the Doctor thinks of the Bad Wolf Corporation that runs the game shows.
Judge Renslayer works for the Timekeepers and seems to be on their side, but throughout the series she starts to claim she wants the truth too.
The controller of the game station is working for her masters, and in her last moments she helps the Doctor by telling him coordinates to find them, which leads to her being killed by her masters.
In Loki, the people who seem to be behind everything is the Timekeepers.
And that's the role the Daleks play.
But it's even more complicated than that, because it's actually this guy who's been shaping events. He gives Loki and Sylvie a choice to kill him, leave things as they are, or take his place.
The Doctor also has a choice. Let the Daleks win, or wipe out the Daleks and the humans on the planet below with them. But turns out this is deeper than the Daleks, as after looking into the time vortex, Rose becomes the Bad Wolf entity, which has been secretly warning the Doctor and Rose throughout Series 1. She wipes out the Daleks in the process.
So yeah, those ones seem to fit pretty well. These ones, not so much. B-15 and Mobius in the end are on Loki's side and betray their corporation.
And that's exactly what these two do. But unfortunately, these two get killed in their story.
And you may be wondering about Linda. Well, she's clearly Alligator Loki.
Okay, no, we're only joking. But we had to get this absolute legend into the video somehow.
Well, both shows see the main character get transported into the corporation. In Doctor Who, it's a game show, and in Loki, it's the TVA.
The Defabricator scene is also very similar too. A scene where Loki's clothes are changed into a TVA prison outfit. And wait until you hear this one.
In Bad Wolf, the Doctor watches helplessly as Rose is seemingly disintegrated by an android in a game show. But Rose is actually alive and has been transported to a Dalek ship.
Meanwhile in Loki, Sylvie sees Loki get pruned by Judge Renslayer and she thinks he's been killed. Until we find out that pruning doesn't kill you, it sends you to the end of time. Very similar indeed.
And then we realise something massive. What if Doctor Who's Series 1 finale isn't the only finale that seemingly inspired the show?
Series 2, Rose and the Doctor are separated much like Loki and Sylvie are separated at the end of the series.
Series 3, the Master plays God and time gets reset after he is killed. And that's pretty much exactly what happens at the end of Loki.
Series 4, something very similar happens, but this time with Davros and his reality bomb.
Series 5, there's a crack in time and things are being erased from existence, which is pretty much Sylvie's backstory.
Series 6, based on a bad choice, time has gone very wrong. And this is how Loki ends.
Series 7, multiple Claras everywhere. Meanwhile, multiple Lokis everywhere. And to top it all off, Richard E. Grant is in both of them.
Series 8, a seemingly evil character turns somewhat good.
Series 9, finding someone at the end of the universe and breaking the laws of time to get there.
Series 10, two variations of the same character fall in love. Sound familiar?
In Series 11, Zim-Sha plays God, even though he isn't.
And the Timeless Children with the Timeless Doctors seems extremely similar to the multiple Lokis arc.
So has anyone else thought of this?
Oh yes. So there's a lot of evidence that seems to back up the theory. So it's looking like Loki is pretty guilty.
Jokes aside though, Loki is a pretty awesome show and you should totally watch it. Thank you for watching everyone. For more videos like this one, feel free to click that red button down below to join the adventure. What did you think of Loki? Did you like it? And do you think Doctor Who has inspired it a little? Let us know down in the comments below. I've been Christopher.
And I've been Lewis.
And you've been
brilliant!
So crazy passion and we wanted you to know. So are you sitting comfortably? Our tribute to the show is if we had to choose another, we just wanna know.